This hangout on air is live. Well, thank you. It's about time, you freaking thing that went blue. Hey, everybody, what's up? Say hello to Ohio.
This chat brought to you by Pepto-Bismol and Imodium AD.
And rookies, I don't know how to hit their fucking button like myself. uh, what's going on, guys? So, here's the deal. Stevie apparently has a reaction to eggs. My guess is that whatever egg he ate wasn't cooked all the way through. So we're gonna wish him well. Hello, Guns Girl. We're gonna wish him well, and I already made fun of him for being sick, but you know what? There's nothing worse than hurling. I would rather take, and I was talking about this with somebody about a week or so ago. I said to them, I would rather take about 20 stitches to the face than hurl once. I don't know about anybody else, but that's just me.
I don't know, man.
I hate hurling. Hurling's the worst. You know? So this is like the old days. Mikey and Ohio back together again, which is really cool. So I obviously do have the other invites out. John the M.I. Woodsman, if you're still out here, I know you're at Stevie's chat. If you're still here, you have one. I've already contacted the big dog of the leather kind. He already knows. G-Trapper, how are you, my friend? P2E made it. G-Trapper's here. The usual crowd is here. This is good. So if you guys can just help me out, Jay Watt, my buddy Jay Watt's always here. The one and only Dish Outdoors is with us tonight there, Ohio Wolverine.
Oh, hello, Dish. Hello, Dish.
Hello, Dish. And that's it for right now. Yeah, so here's what happens. So Stevie gets sick, but here's the thing. He took his thing down. He took his chat down. So anybody that was talking on the chat, blah, 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 we can't get a hold of now. So if you guys can help me, because I tried to do one a couple of weeks ago on a Saturday, I think it was. Yeah, the Saturday that Stevie didn't do one. And what happened is it wasn't posting well or what have you, because somebody said, Mikey, it's not on there. And so anywho, if you guys can help me by posting it, that'd be great. All right. So I hope everybody has a cool day. It's speaking of cool, if you can notice, Mikey D's in a pullover. Hurling isn't the worst. Having to blow leftover chunks stuck in your nose after hurling is the worst. Yeah, true. It's chilly here tonight, which I love. You just dress for it, right? I was at a friend's house earlier. Took Camera Girl with me. I messaged both of them, and I sent them both links there, P2E. So I'm just waiting on them. If they want to come in, obviously it's an invitation. Invitation isn't a hey, get your ass in here. An invitation is just hey, you want to come in? Come in. You know what I mean? So I sent one to all our usual suspects. So plus an additional. I just haven't heard back yet on the additional one. But anyway, I was just looking at my phone, and it's going to be a high of 64 here in northeastern Massachusetts tomorrow, and I'm stoked.
Right.
You know, there's no bugs, there's no this. Shalisa Shell. I don't think he's hurling, just twirling. Twirling. See, Dish, I told you he was gay. Dish, if you're still here, I know you were, and we were making fun of Stevie. Well, I shouldn't say that. I was making fun of Stevie. Shalisa Shaw, how come you're out there? You come in here with us. Let's see if I can do this without... Oh, you don't have Shalisa on Facebook, right? Shit. All right, Shalisa, let me see if I can do it this way. Shalisa, where did you go? Shalisa, send me a PM, Facebook style. Please. Just say hi. That's all I need you to do. Thank you. Usually when you're pressing the first 3 letters of a person's name on Facebook, it, you know, the person's name comes up. Bingo. You're all set, kiddo. I'm getting off Facebook before I lose a chat. Yeah, I know. Right, Jay Watt? I hope Stevie does feel better. That does suck. Anywho, what was I saying? I forget. It's okay. No big deal, because, see, it's Shalisa's fault, Ohio. She, you know, being a young lady, she, okay, no problem. We're not going nowhere. Where is Gig Riding 19? I don't know where he is. Is he working those crazy hours still? For you guys all know who Gig Riding is. Jay Watt certainly does. Jay Watt's been around a long time. Well, how are you still counting over there?
Yeah.
I do. Dish, do me a favor. Go look in your Facebook messages. I sent you a Facebook message. Yeah, I'll answer that question. What? I just got here. No, Jay Watt, I'm not picking on you, bro. I'm just saying. I meant you've been here, you've been on, you know, you've known, you know who Gear is for a long time, is what I meant to say. And I miss seeing Gear on here, and I got to catch up on his garden videos. I just saw Stevie's gun video. That was kind of funny.
The Ruger
with this thing, and this thing goes here, and this thing, yeah, that was fucking funny.
Good.
Johnny the MI Wisdom was right. He says, "No, Mike, you're gonna like it. It's for people like you," and he was right. He was right. Johnny was right yet again. And I told him so. Actually, I told Stevie on Stevie's video, but I know nothing. Jay Watt, be like the old days. I want to get you on here, kid. People don't remember you used to do chats, well, private ones anyways. Ladies and gentlemen, joining the, I didn't even list it as the Quagmire. I just listed as Oh Stevie Is Sick. Joining the Quagmire crew, as usual, is one Shalisa Shell. Do we have an update on Sick Boy?
Just nausea. Nausea can be pretty bad sometimes.
Steve, if you're listening, smoke a joint. Get rid of that nausea. HRM, how the hell are you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, nausea sucks.
Nausea can come in so many forms.
Right. And just doing what I'm doing right now when you're nauseous, just twisting in the chair, forget about it. You might as well be on a fucking 3-loop roller coaster. You know?
All that shaky part. If you move me or bump me, I'm gonna.
Yeah. You know what really irritates me when I want to go, because when I was young, you know, being a mom, you know, she'd rub your back and say, "You okay?" I go, "Mom, you rub my back one more time, I'm gonna launch everywhere. Don't rub my back. Don't touch me. Just let me die here in peace." You know.
Well, what's happening today, Mike? Did you work today?
I did not. You know what I did? I caught up on some videos, and I came home. I'll tell you, I was out tonight, and I got an information whatchamacallit that you put a video out. So I said I'm gonna go watch her video, and then I'll go see what Stevie's doing before we go on Stevie's chat. And I come on here, and he says, "Oh, I can't have one. Can you set?" So I set one up. So I didn't get a chance to watch yours, but I watched a few videos today, which was cool. I saw Stevie's. I saw a couple of Sarge Farriers. I saw one of Carolina Chris's, 2A's, Johnny the MI Woodsman. I saw a couple of them. I missed one from. I watched the one from when Big Dog Leather sent Johnny the what do you call it? Somebody help me out here. The cast. Oh my God! I think I have Alzheimer's. Dutch oven. Thank you. Bing. So that was a cool video. I like that. And he's not here for me to ask, but I think Big Dog has a video that I have to go because I got to make sure that I catch up on my. I got to catch up on my videos. It's gonna take me a while, but I'm gonna do my best to do it. So yeah, I was out today. I had a soccer game this morning. Today was Old Home Day here in my town, so I went down and did that with the family. That was really cool. Yeah, and then a buddy of mine called me up and said, "Hey, we're cooking up some venison. You want to come over?" And so Camera Girl and I went over there because my wife and my oldest daughter went and did a scavenger hunt. Called me up and said, "Hey." So that was cool. You know, what'd you guys do? Did you do any wood hunting?
I went hiking at a new place and didn't realize how close it was to home, and the trail is just amazing. I had to go check out this trail I keep hearing about. It's got the new bridges and walk paths and brick walls and rocks, and it just goes in forever. It's only a couple miles down the road.
That's a cool thing.
I didn't know there was a killer hiking trail over there like that. So I went hiking.
Good. That's what I'm calling visits. P2E. But that's good. We have a couple of places around here that I go. I actually have done two separate videos. The very last video I did for John, the MI Woodsman's giveaway, that was in one spot of the town. The other one, Boy Scouts actually made, which is cool.
That one for John, was that the one where all the white pine was, and you were with Camera Girl?
Yes. Yep. And oh my God, you'd be in heaven. Let me tell you something. I walked by more fatwood And I said to my daughter, I says, "Hey, honey, come here, look at this." I says, "You see all this?" She says, "Yeah, Daddy. Why is that purple?" And I says, "Come here, watch." So I dug like a little piece off, right? And I hit my lighter with it, but I didn't hit that. You know what I mean? And he goes, she's like, "Daddy." I go, "Yeah." I said, "You know what Daddy calls that?" She goes, "What?" It goes, "Nature's gasoline." You know, but she was amazed by it. So I taught her something new, which was nice.
Those are memories, good memories.
You know, now she wants me to give her. I have a little pocket knife like this big, and she says, "Daddy, when can I have this?" And I'm like,
How old is she?
she'll be 12 next month.
Oh God, yeah. It was 8 for my boys.
You know, but I can't see. She's not. She's 12. I don't know. I don't know if I can. You know what I mean?
You know the little Swiss Army knives with like the toothpick and the tweezers. They each got one of those for their eighth birthday. That's what I started them out with.
Star Wars got me.
And then for around Christmas time, they each got, when they were 8, they each got their first little cricket rifle.
Yeah. I was thinking about getting. Well, I have my. I mean, she's shot my. Her and my other daughter shoot my Pelican all the time. I guess I could, but I would probably just keep it in my room and say, you know, when we're going out or something, you know, and just have her use it in front of me. You know.
You know those big Harbor Freight survival knives?
Yes.
I got one of those for Christmas for my wife one year.
Oh, really?
And my
I
boys.
started out with one of these.
I got one of those from Harbor Freight, the machete.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I'm not joking either. I didn't have one this big, but I started out with a machete.
That's a big one right there.
This is really too big.
Yeah, you missed. Your leg's gone.
I bought my boys each just a couple weeks ago off of Amazon. They're like $7. They're survival knives that look just like those big Harbor Freight ones, but they're smaller. And they have the matches and the fishing line, the hooks and everything inside it. But they're just smaller, little tiny survival knives. They thought that was cool that they had one just like Dad.
That is cool.
It is. That is very cool. It's amazing that, like, I see some people using a machete, and I'm like, don't miss. You know, and see, it's probably, I don't know, it was a few months back, I guess, anyways. There's this guy using a machete. And the way I don't know, maybe I'm doing it wrong. But the last time I used a machete, anyways, you know, for big things, you know, I would hit it if there was a joint, you know, I'd hit it right in the Y, right in the middle. These guys were hitting it right in the center of a branch or what have you. And one guy just went, and it went by him, and I'm like, oh, can you imagine if he hit himself in that leg with that thing? It'd be all over. He would need that friggin' thing as a peg leg to get home.
How many times have you watched on like Naked and Afraid when they're trying to chop with that big knife?
Oh yeah.
Where people cut themselves like first day 1.
Yep. I agree with you, Prep, and it is more about maturity. It's amazing though how some people, especially you're out. Well, I mean I guess they have medical assistance right there, but still, you're trying to be, you know, you're on this show, you're trying to win or whatever. You know, you're trying to make it the 20 days, 21 days, what the hell it is on Naked and Afraid. But some of the usage, some of the time, it's amazing there isn't any more people getting stitches. It is amazing. It's scary to watch some of them. You know, and then you have the guys that know what the hell they're doing. You know, all girls. You know what I'm saying. You guys know what I'm saying. You mean a machete in school? We used to make. We used to call it metal fab. It was metal fabrication, so we used to, call it metal fab. And we used to make the Chinese stars. Yeah. Oh my God.
We didn't have metal. We had wood shop.
Yeah.
And we'd make like the baseball bats.
439.
Yep.
Or like the tire. What do they call it?
39.
To hit the tires with.
Ladies and gentlemen, back from a long absence of the quagmire, please say hello to one dish outdoors, please. How are you?
I'm really good. Thank you for having me on.
Hey, no problem, kiddo. Good to have you here.
Good to meet you, Celicia.
Hello, Dish.
Hello, hiya, Wolverine. What's up?
I'm sitting here stuffing my face, trying to catch up for the night.
All right, I'm gonna keep an eye on those perps.
He's one of them. Pex 2A America, how the hell are you? Good to see you tonight. Gunpowder Beauty. Another Michiganda, recent Michiganda. How the hell are you? Good to see you. Jesus, I got Michigan and Ohio all blocked up tonight, huh? I got two from Michigan on here. I got one from Ohio. I got them in there. You know, I think it's cool. There's less and less Southerners there. Anyway, there aren't a lot of Southerners.
I understand what you're saying sometimes.
I said there aren't a lot of Southerners. If you turn that radio down, you'll hear me.
No, I said it's hard to understand what they're saying sometimes.
Oh, yeah. It's like listening to that guy from, what's that TV show there? Shoot him!
Shoot him.
What? How do you pronounce it? Creole? Crow? How do you pronounce that word? Because that's the French in him. That's just, wow.
Creole, yeah, Creole.
That's something.
Hey, now we had a Southerner on last night. He did just fine, though.
Yeah, well, obviously. I mean, he is good. But to answer Dish had a question out in the outside chat for me a couple of minutes back, and I purposely didn't answer her because I wanted to answer for her here, knowing that she probably didn't see her Facebook message. Yes. I am also, I just got yelled at tonight. I don't know if you heard earlier. I was at a buddy's house tonight eating some venison. And he's like, hey, they changed the rules on bow season. I was, what do you mean they changed the rules? He says, no, they changed the date. I says, okay, what's the date now? Well, Massachusetts is getting a little better anyways with the hunting anyway. We can now bow hunt on October 1st.
Nice.
So that's cool. So that beats the 22nd or the 23rd that they pushed us before. And he says, you still got my bow? I'm like, yeah, but I never restrung it. I never had it restrung. I never had anything put on it. He goes, you idiot. He goes, go get your tag. Hurry up. And so him and I are going to go out. Now, here's the thing. I have to go either in my backyard, which isn't much anyways, but I can still do it back there. Or his. And I'm just going to pull that thing about friggin' 100 times just to get back into the, I mean, I've shot other guys' bows, recently, but just not.
That sounds really gay. No, I'm kidding.
Like Stevie swallowing something. What I mean?
Yeah, right. Bad egg, sure.
Shalice, can you go back to the comments? You'll see I wrote, I said, he swallowed something. I said, that must have been a gay side of fucking Michigan he was at. Regulator 308. How are you? Good to see you. Prepping to endure ass. I went to a vote to attack. Vogue, same thing. In the early 90s, kind of like a prison politics thing going on. Each shop, you can get something. Yeah, that's true. That's how most shops are.
Oh my God, you did say that. Oh my God. You're so not right.
Right on, HRM. And he hopes you're doing well, Shalisa.
Oh, thank you. Doing great.
Fucking Jay Watt. He's got a memory on him like a fucking elephant, Jay Watt does, you know. You know what I mean, Dish?
Yeah, it's actually out in the shed, J-Watt, because I actually use my stuff, so it's out in the shed.
So, Ohio, what do you notice different about Dish? We lost Ohio. That's right. He's at work. I'm bothering him at work.
What'd you say?
What do you notice different about Dish?
What do I notice different about Dish?
Yeah. Dish is gonna be like, "What the fuck did I whack someone on my fucking face or something?" All right. So back in the day, Lisa, I'm gonna give you a little history.
She shaved.
Oh, that's just wrong. Back in the day, Shalisa, okay? Back in the day.
She's probably about 160 pounds lighter.
I put down, well, that too, but I put down, Dish did a video. And any video I ever saw Dish in, maybe not every single one of them, but pretty much all of them, she always had a hat on. Okay. Always. And one night she wore a particular hat that I loved because my grandfather, and not that it's an old hat, so let's not, I'm not here picking on Dish. It was the Dish was a few years back. The eagle with the flag on it.
Yeah. I still have that hat. For sure.
And I love that hat, and I told her so, and I told her why. And in the last few years, you haven't been wearing hats. And not that you don't look good without a hat on, but you know what I'm saying? There's something about a chick that wears a hat, and I like it. I don't know. It's just me. Sorry. It's like a chick driving a pickup truck. It does it for me. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is. A chick with a knife in her hand.
A hat and drive a pickup. So
yeah. A girl with a knife in her hand or a rifle in her hand. You know, I'd be screwed if I ever saw Shalisa in the woods getting friggin' wood. Especially with her T-shirt on, gut wood. Yeah. Oh, that's big. I mean, I'm not afraid. I didn't mean it that way, Shalisa. You know what I mean? I just think it's cool is what I'm trying to say. It really is. It really is cool. See, Pex knows what I'm saying.
So you get the bow strung out and you're going to practice with it.
Yeah, and I'm going to have all the fixings on there too.
All right, cool.
It's an old bow. It's actually behind me. I don't know if I can reach it from here. It's right there. Can you see that bow right there?
Yep.
Dude,
yep.
It's an old brown. No, the other one. The other one I just tinkered with. Some guy had it in his trash barrel. I took it. And I was tinkering with that. I was just playing with that one. But the other one's wooden.
Oh, yeah, wooden.
Yeah, and I like it.
Good for you.
Regulator 308 wants to know, Dish, when are you going to cook on the fire pit again? Make us a video.
I can do that real soon, like if you would like me to.
How you been, Regulator 308? Hey, give me fair fucking warning next time. We Ohio.
Ohio, you're kidding me.
Jesus. Lisa, tell Ohio that wasn't funny. Tell him it was not fair when I'm,
All's fair in love and war, my man.
And as my friend Mikey says, it's fucking hilarious.
It's fucking hilarious. Hey, Shalisa, Shalisa, you got your knife that you use for your fat wood collecting?
Which one?
A big one. Yeah, that machete will do. Do me a favor. Can you like just throw that at Ohio? If you threw it south, would you hit him?
I got a tomahawk that's good for throwing.
Yeah, I need a tomahawk.
I'll throw it backwards and give him a good goose egg.
Yeah, I did some tomahawk throwing last year at a buddy's house, and it was so much fun. And some Russian Spetsnaz shovel throwing. Those were badass.
Get your head closer to the camera, Ohio. Get your head closer to the camera.
No.
Look at that. We'll pull it out. We can pull it. We can pull a Saddam Hussein right on him.
It's going to happen.
This thing's hard as a rock.
You know what's even harder than that? A rock.
Let's think about this for a second here, okay? This is too funny. We are all northern people. This is too freaking funny right now.
Yeah, and 2 of them in the chat are outdoor experts.
That's right.
And the other 2 just want to be.
That's right.
And I'm going to let you guess which 2 are the outdoor experts.
It ain't me, because I just walked to the woods with a gun in my hand. Well, Dish does that too. But anyway, listen.
Yes, I do. You're right, I do. My flip-flops on too.
It was kind of stinky. But anyway.
I've watched a few bushcrafting videos. Does that count?
Thank you.
Okay, so, hey, Stumper, what's up? So here's the thing. Guns Girl just says there's a bar near me that has axe throwing.
Oh, I've seen those, but I've never been to one.
Okay, but not for nothing. She's got a grand point here, right? Booze and weapons together. I don't know. What do you think? Was that a good idea? Booze and weapons?
No.
Tell me I'm still here. Am I still here?
Yeah, you're still here.
Good, because I thought it just went poof.
No drunk robot yet.
Good.
Not on Fatwood.
Good.
No, that'll.
Can you guys hear me okay? Does everything sound okay?
You're muffling a little. What you say?
Muffled. Yeah, I thought I could hear something weird.
There you go. Now you're good.
Sound better?
Yep.
Okay.
I never knew this prepping. Prepping says, yeah, he went out for a buddy's birthday party. Guy said it was not uncommon to have a few before throwing it. Unfortunately, I'm still where. I missed something, Stumper. Unfortunately, I'm still where, but. Oh, there as in Massachusetts? Yes. This is true. This is true. I'll tell you what, though. If they vote the right people out of office in Massachusetts, I just might stay. Because I don't know if you heard me say this. They just moved the bow season October 1st, and that's kind of cool. Oh, Dish, I didn't even finish. Scatterbrain I have tonight. Tonight? And of course, I'm going to do my main run, my main hunting trip, like I always do.
Okay.
And I've been talking with my good buddy, Working Class Woodsman, and he's like, he texted me the other day, you got to get fucking up here, kid. What's going on? You know?
Right.
So we'll see. We're going to see what happens. And you asked if you were still in the chat. You fucking dad. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying now. I got you. I am a fucking dad. Jay Watt, ATF should be a convenience store. Not a government agency. Fuck the ATF. Watch me. Now I'll get fucking shut off of YouTube.
Yeah, you will.
Now I'm gonna get shut off of YouTube. Nah, hey, they got a job to do. You know, they got a job. So what have you been up to there, Mr. Showtours?
Been doing a lot. Been doing a lot of work on the house and stuff like that. My mom has been really bad off with osteoarthritis, and trying to get her back into seeing a arthritis doctor. I guess my brother let a lot of crap go when I wasn't home. Well, she lost her arthritis doctor and things like that, so I'm getting her back into one and just gonna try and get her healthy again.
Good. That'd be good. Hope everything works out well on that part. Is Steve okay? Well, thank you, Stump. Is Steve okay? Truth freeze, let me tell you something. Even if Stevie wasn't sick, oh, see, now why would you have to friggin' answer for me? Shalisa, I want to pick on him. I can't pick on him now.
I lied, Truth freeze. I lied.
No, Steve's gonna be fine. He's just a little nauseous. But I was gonna be a wise ass and say, even if Steve was fine, he's not fine because you know he is a sick bastard. He is a stalker. But funny story, funny little thing. Not even a story, just a. So I'm watching a video and it was watching Stevie's video today, and camera girl comes over my shoulder. And she says, "What?" I says, "I'm just watching one of Stevie's videos." And she goes, "Daddy," I go, "What?" She goes, "How come that says Stalker Steve?" I guess that's his name. You know how, you know. And she goes, "Yeah, but Dad, isn't that a little sketchy?" And I go, "What?" She goes, "Yeah, isn't that a little sketchy?" He goes, "You're freaking almost 12 years old. You spell the word sketchy and then tell me about it."
My kid says the same thing.
So she tells her mother, "Mom, did you know Dad's friend Stevie's called Stalker Steve?" And my wife's just like, "Are you kidding me?" I goes, "Can I explain?" She goes, "That'd be a good thing." Guns Girl says she has, "I have knives in my backyard. It's big enough to shoot a bow, so I should just go outside." So a gun walker and a stalker walk into a bar.
Steve needs a Stalker Steve shirt with a big ass band and a bunch of candy all on it.
He won't last 10 seconds on the street with that. Oh, can you imagine that?
Yeah, don't leave the yard. Don't leave the house with it on.
That would be freaking funny.
Could you imagine getting one made and send it to me?
Let me tell you something. If I had editing skills the way you guys have your editing skills, I would have did something a long time ago with Stevie Stock, living in a van down by the river. And are you kidding me? The fun I could have had with that thing. You know.
Oh, don't give me ideas.
Oh, you get a picture of like a white van or something near a lake or whatever, a pond, a river, whatever, right? Or you get the van and then, you know, take a picture of a river and people will get it, you know.
Some eyes glowing off in the distance.
Dish, you spelled bar right.
I know it, right? I got it like that.
That's awesomeness right there.
Funny how so many people make fun of your accent, Mike, and you're like probably the most normal, most natural accent, the oldest accent here in America.
My daughters make fun of my accent.
But it's the most original.
They're like, "Daddy, how come you say stairs?" I go, because that's what they are. She goes, see, you did it again. I go, what? She goes, Dad, they're not stairs, they're stairs. And I'm like, really? We're at a family thing one night, and they're like, Dad, you talk real funny. You talk like your brother. And I'm like, you know what? No, you talk funny. You know? We're going back and forth.
Comfortably.
It is what it is. I just, you know. I'm trying to learn how to talk like Ohio, but I can't get my nuts to my throat that quick. Right, Ohio. Oh. Guns Girl, did you go to the range or anything today? I thought, was it Guns Girl? Who said they were going to the range? Was it Guns Girl? I don't know if it was Guns Girl or not.
Can't remember.
I can't either. I want to go out to the range though too.
Remember years ago, Mike, Ohio used to sit like this in his room.
Yeah.
You couldn't see anything.
He looked like the guy from the Tim Allen show there, the neighbor.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Whatever the hell the neighbor was. You go talk to him. All you saw was the guy's eyes over the fence because he sat so far back, Shalisa. Right? He'd be like this, and it's like, where are you? And listen. I'm not making fun of him. He's not a small guy. We'll just throw that out there, okay? Ohio's not small. But when he did that, he would look like he was like this big.
Hey.
Oh, hi. How are you?
We had like a small computer chair, and I had a camera on my old computer that was fixed, and it was a fixed camera at the top of the monitor.
Gotcha.
So there was no way to like, my chair wasn't tall enough, and my monitor was set up too high because we didn't have like an actual computer desk. We had like, I don't know, I think it was like a sewing machine or something. It's like a big wooden desk with a sewing machine in it.
Oh, sure.
And it was like an antique or something that we never used. So we just put the computer on top of it.
Well, I remember it.
My lower third used to like cut me off like right below the brim of my hat. You like only see my eyeballs.
Yeah, that's why I said you look at Wilson. Wilson, that's his name. Wilson. Tim Allen's neighbor. Every time Tim Allen got in an argument with the wife or whatever, he had to go out back.
I don't think I ever watched that.
Oh, good show. Good show. G. Travis says our bow season's already open. Nah. You and New Hampshire both.
Hey, G. Trapper, good to see you.
It was that's awesome though that you got. Now your bow season. When's your seasons end though, G. Trapper? If it starts so early, you're not hunting into December, right? Or maybe just the first week of December.
It's all about the latitude where you live, how high up north.
Well, yeah, because it's like in New Hampshire, they start super duper early, but you can only go to like the 9th or the 8th or 10th or something like that of December, Early January, holy fuck. Holy shit. Then if you have a season like, there he is. Gear Grind 19. How the hell are you?
Hey, Gear.
I haven't seen Gear in a while. I mean, I know. I'm glad to see you're out of work tonight, or you're out just getting off, or you haven't gone in yet, or whatever the story is. But good to see you.
He's got a job interview coming up too.
That's right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Last year, Guns Girl says theirs ended the 31st. You guys can hunt to the 31st of freaking January? I gotta move.
Right.
I gotta move. Rhode Island, get this, obviously the smallest state, right? Obviously. Guess when their deer season ends? The day after the Super Bowl.
Wow. Good grief.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
There's a blast from
In
the past,
Ohio,
Dish.
car deer season goes all the way to June.
Dish, there's a blast from the past.
Yeah.
AZ Prepper joining us tonight
Hey,
again.
what's up?
Holy cow. AZ Prepper.
Right?
How long has it been?
Well, AZ, for us, not that long, because we see AZ, pop in, say hi, and converse and all that. You guys, you and Dish probably haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, AZ frequents the Quagmire slash Stevie Saturday Night Chat. Your gun season is 16.5 days long. That's all mine is too. My gun season is, I don't even think it's 16. It goes from the Monday after Thanksgiving. Oh no. Yeah, no, it does. It goes from the Monday after Thanksgiving to the 31st of December. But half of that is shotgun and half of that is muzzle loader. Ohio seems to be a few seconds behind tonight. Just a few? That's
Hey,
like
Stump just said I seem to be a few seconds behind tonight. Just a few?
Just a few. just asking. Here in Kentucky, they extended our gun season from 10 days to 16. That's awesome, Regulator.
That's awesome, dear. Very awesome.
Gil, I hope it goes good for you, man. I know you're busting your hump trying to do all that. But it's great to see you, Gil. Told you, this is like the old days, right? Gear's here, AZ's here, Ohio's here, Dish is here, Stump is here. Who else is old time around here? Stump's trying to be a good person. Listen, Mr. I call hunting, walking out my fucking front door, plumping my fucking ass in a chair with a coffee, putting my gun on my fucking front porch railing and shooting a deer hunting.
What was wrong?
Did I just say that out loud? Damn. Shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just a few seconds off, so I'm not sure what's going on here.
Just a few. You can't call that shopping. Right? He said the Stump would be like the Stumpette. He'll be like, "Hey, I'm going shopping, getting some chops. I'll be right back, or I'm going to get some."
If I
be right back.
Recall, I've watched a few Stump videos where, right off his porch, he's out in the middle of nowhere, isn't he?
I wouldn't. I mean,
kind of.
He doesn't hear banjos, but he's out. Yeah.
But I mean, he's able just to shoot and everything right around his house, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see that pond behind his house?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have a pond I'm gonna have a pond behind my house when I get home in the morning.
I don't hate due to the fact that you live in the woods, and I just even if I lived in the woods, I wouldn't hunt off my front porch. I mean my back porch, but
yeah, I did out the bedroom window, so you don't have to go out in the elements at all. Just point the barrel out the window and shoot.
But some while we're on the subject, right? So let's seriously, right? So when you're talking to people about hunting, how do they take you seriously when you say, I have to get up out of my chair, move my coffee cup off the railing. It got in my way. I mean, come on. What fun is it in hunting if you're not going in the woods and then having to drag? Well, good point by you, because you're about probably ready to say, "Are you dragging shit out of the woods?" Which is probably a smart thing. Pistol range in the backyard and rifle range in the front with the sleet throw on the porch.
Yeah, Stump, I can do that at my house too, at least once. Then the cops will show up.
Hello?
Yep.
Coming back with one.
Okay.
Okay.
A sleep thrower, Stump? Talk about talking funny.
G-Chopper's got grouse, skunks, and coons right out of his patio doors. Damn. You got that right, Gia. It don't matter if you're going to the store. It don't matter if you're sitting on your front porch, back porch, or you're on your fucking toilet.
All right, I got to bail.
All right, we'll be here.
Later.
But G-Trapper just reminded me of something by putting grouse on that. Regular 308 says, I'd rather have deer than bears. Wow, 300 pounds. Jesus Christ. That's a big bear. So because you wrote grouse and it instantly brings me to how you clean them, I'm watching the Woodsman School and Guide Service. You guys all know Massage Farrier, okay? He's back putting some videos out, which is always a good thing. And he put like a 3-parter out about squirrel hunting and cooking and cleaning and different ways he does it and all that. And I've never seen a squirrel cooked clean this way. And maybe you guys can shed some light on it. So what he does is he takes the tail and then goes in between the vent and the tail, the bottom of the tail, and he takes his knife and he makes a slit. All right. Then stands on the tail. Okay. And lifts. And it's kind of like doing a grouse, right? You're standing on the wings and you just pull it by the feet and everything comes up. Almost a similar way to do it. I've never seen a skunk. I've never seen a squirrel cleaned that way. Has anybody else seen it done that way? Or am I just the only one?
I've never seen it done that way.
I mean, I've usually either seen it the old way or the way you do a deer or any other animal, you know, or you make a slit in the back, in the squirrel's back, and then just take your fingers and go. Ohio's got a bill. Oh, I wanted to read what he wrote. Hang on, let me go back. Ohio's got a bill. White suspect 5'9" behind the dollar store. It's called the sock method around here. Okay, you've done it that way, Stump? It's called tube skinned. Okay, either way, it's whatever it's called. I think it's kind of cool the way it was done. I'd never seen it, and I find it fascinating how there's different ways to skin out an animal.
I'll have to look that up. That does sound interesting.
Yeah. So Dish, not to get graphic, but I need an empty can. So Dish, if that's the vent, right?
Yeah.
And this is the tail up here. He makes a slice
Hold
right
it higher,
here.
Mike.
Oh, that's the vent. This is the back end of the tail.
Mm-hmm.
He makes a slice right here and goes. Whoosh.
Okay.
It's just, and I like the old guys here do it. Okay, cool. Stump says the older guy, the old timers down there do it that way. Regulator, you saw his video too, so you know that. Okay. His dad and I do it that way. It's like pulling on a sock. All right, cool. Yeah, Regulator. Sarge, he's been doing the squirrel, and then he did one on a spit. He made a spit, just, how he is. He can make anything out of anything he wants, you know what I mean? And he did one over a fire today, so that was kind of cool. But it's always good to see him back making videos. There's so many squirrels in my yard, my dog doesn't even try chasing them anymore. So why don't you take them out? Oh, that's because I have a slingshot still sitting there for you. Take them out with a pellet gun. I'm telling you, squirrel. I don't know, Guns Girl. I don't know if you ever had squirrel, but I'm gonna tell you something. It doesn't taste bad whatsoever.
Just nail a rat trap to the tree.
There you go.
Bam. Dinner.
There you go. Or if it's in your own yard, you can do it. I would just be careful if you have like a neighbor with a cat or something. You can set a snare as long as you don't have cats. Like a neighbor's cat or whatever, because you don't want to hurt anybody.
Nail a big sticky pad to the tree.
What do you say? Let me go back to the outside and hear what he said. Come on, JD, really? What's going on, Gun and Glory? Good to see you. And I'm still here. This is unbelievable. I haven't gone roboting yet.
That's awesome.
No robo drunk tonight.
No. You have a BB gun and a pistol crossbow that I have to sight. A pistol crossbow? Yeah, those are illegal in Mass. You don't think you can snare, but I do have them. Sure you can. You can snare anything you want. Listen, okay, so you if you have a squirrel, do you have a squirrel's nest in your in one of those trees, right? Take a branch, anything, just lean it up against a tree. Set your snare that way. It can be a 2x and anything to help, and just set your snare there. I know a guy. He spells worse than I do. I'm sorry. I know a guy that tried to catch a tree rat with a rat trap. The trap rusted to death. Didn't it, Johnny? Huh. All right, I'm lost. Anywho, GI Customs, welcome. Guns girls. Yeah, I got you stumped. No big deal. You got 3 different kinds of squirrels in your backyard? Okay, help me out. How many fucking species of squirrel are there? And don't say red and all that bullshit. I know that, but I'll just assume they were gray squirrels. What the hell's a hood squirrel? Is that a flying squirrel?
No, man. I live in the hood and them things go after the trash and get in your car.
The hood squirrels.
Never imagined I'd live in the city. Well, technically I'm not. It's the city to me. You Digger 57.
You, how you been? Good to see you.
He just put up a new He just put up his first GoFundMe.
Really?
Yep.
How come I didn't get that in? How come I don't have that? I have him on my bell.
I don't think he did a video. You Digger, you need to do a video about that, brother.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you meant he did a video on that.
No, he
I
just
was going to say he's on my bell. I have him. You know, you guys know what I mean, right? You click the bell. I was going to say I didn't see any. Gee, I sent you a link if you have any time. I don't know what your schedule is or anything like that, but
Down the girl, that's funny. I like that.
the fox and the gray ones and those little red ones that are mean and chase off the other ones.
peep, 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 peep.
Well, you can always get a safe trap and just kill them that way. Have a you got, what are they called? Have a hearts.
Right. Those work good too.
Sounds like Guns Girl's having too much fun watching them.
Yep, just keep feeding them so they don't go away. You keep feeding, and then shoot them all. Back connecting my new cell phone to Wi-Fi and dicked over the program big time. iPhone 6.
I have a lot of chipmunks or ground squirrels that I have a problem with those a lot. We have way more of those than we do like regular red or gray or fox squirrels.
Really?
Yeah, I hate those damn little. Oh, I hate them to pieces.
Yeah, the chipmunks. We got a chipmunk here, and the people next door to us feed it, and they leave peanuts out for it, and he sits there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it actually ran over my wife. It didn't run. It walked over my wife's leg, freaked her the fuck out. It was pretty funny. So my wife's sitting there outside, and she's got her feet on the walkway. You know, she's in her little chair there. You know, and the fucking thing come over and went right over her foot. Went over to get the peanuts, and I was pissing myself off. I said, the thing's going to turn into a freaking gray squirrel if it keeps eating the peanuts.
True that.
Well, that's why, yeah, she lets on fruit trees.
I don't have any fruit trees, but my neighbor does, and all the fruit ends up in my yard because of the squirrels. And yellow jackets everywhere.
Yep. Now, what does she have for fruit? What does she have, like apples and what else? I'm assuming apples.
Well, I'm going to get going.
All right, hon. Thanks for coming in. And if you talk to Sick Boy, tell me we're feeling better.
Okay. Night, Dish. Ohio's not there. Night, everybody. Take care.
Thanks, you. Gee, I don't know if you heard me say it, but you do have a invite. Just so you know. If anyone needs apples for bait, I know someone. Says Guns Girl. I know a guy.
Yeah.
I know a guy. I missed that commercial. I haven't seen it in a while. Are you sure we can fish here? Yeah, it's okay. I know a guy.
I've not seen that one, but I saw the other day the little Geico commercial where he loses his little waders he has on. That's cute. I thought that was really cute.
Yeah. Oh, you got walnuts too? Well, you got them all then. You're all set. You got walnuts, peach, and pear.
That's cool.
The only thing is, it fucking tracks everything under the sun.
Yeah.
You know? Poor apple trees. We had an apple tree at my old work, and the thing would only bloom like every other year. It would only produce apples like every other year. It's the weirdest fucking thing.
Was it getting like frost or something too early, or?
I don't know. It's an older tree, and most of the trees are rotten.
Oh, okay.
But one of the guys at work was like, "This freaking tree out here, it didn't have apples on it last year." I goes, "Right, it was the year before you eating them." And he goes, "Yeah, that's what I thought." I go, "Yeah, it's like every other year. It has been since the day I started here. I have no idea why it does that. I've looked it up, and I tell people, and they're like shaking their heads at me, thinking I'm like talking off the side of my ass." And I swear to God, I almost did a video on it and dated the video and had to wait the following year to and then show them the picture of that same tree. I mean, the leaves would bloom. The small green leaves would come in on the tips of the branches, but other than that, you never got an apple. Good night, regulator, and thanks for coming in. Much appreciated. Stump said it's an old tree. That's why. Which it is, because where I used to work was like farmland, and and they made it like an industrial park out of it, and down, that's hard to explain, but a bunch of buildings over, there's like 3 more apple trees, but that's like I said, a bunch of buildings, which is probably equates to about 300-400 yards. There he is.
Yo.
Wow, your few is just way too few, huh? What's going on?
Not a whole lot. What y'all up to?
I'm up to about 5, 10 and a half dish. How about you?
Actually, I shrunk a little bit, so I'm not quite
Did you?
there anymore. Yeah.
Oh,
Weird.
so you're not full of shit no more. Anyway, Mikey's an asshole tonight. What are you up to? What are we making? Hang on, let me
Oh shit, hold on.
let me frame you out. Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Oh no, I screwed something up.
What did you do?
I don't know. Okay.
Oh, nice. He'll like that.
Yep.
He'll like that.
So I can't stay. I just wanted to pop in and say hey.
All right. Cool.
But got an early morning, so want to say hey to everybody. But I gotta go. So take it easy.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.
Guns Girl, I don't go hungry anywhere. Have you seen me? That's just not going to happen. Right on, Stump. And so I let Steve, I let Georgie know that he had a link if he wasn't busy, and I haven't seen him since.
No.
So I don't know if he's got issues down south. Because I haven't even seen him type anything else in the well, maybe if I hit reload, it'll work, right? I haven't seen him type anything else in the outside chat. Nope.
Nope.
Oh. And that was kind of cool seeing Bird Dog last night. I was kind of happy she came out.
Yeah, that was cool. Very, very cool. Good for Bird Dog.
Yeah. Guns Girl, from what I understand, woodchucks taste delicious. So take that son of a bitch out too. Because all the easy garden stuff, right? All your greens and. Is that how they say it down the south? All greens. I mean, we just call them friggin' grass eaters. Weed eaters, whatever the hell they are. But some of them are huge, which is just phenomenal. I mean, And they're almost like you can like see the fat moving as they're walking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jeff X, how the hell have you been? Okay, guys, I gotta go. I'm going to bed. Just got home from work. All right, Guns and Glory. Good to see you, man.
Jeff X12. Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, I haven't seen Jeff in a long time. Vanessa made it tonight, too. How are you, Vanessa? Well, everybody's coming out tonight. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, summer's sort of over, right? I mean, I know it's not technically over for a couple of weeks, but people typically, until a long weekend, are not going away so much as they used to be, you know?
Yeah.
School and what have you. And Viborg 001.
Hey,
Good to see you. Yeah, you did make it, Vanessa. I'm glad to see that. Glad to see you can make it with us. Right on, Gear. I know, poor Gear, right? He's got that nighttime, what do you call it, hours now, and you know what I mean? So your body's like,
yeah.
I ain't tired yet, asshole. I am not going to bed. Your ass is up until fucking 4, whether you like it or not. You know?
Yeah.
Which I hate because I used to have that issue. Well, I mean, do you fall? Can you just go to bed and fall asleep? I can't do that.
No. Nope.
I go to bed and I'll lay awake for a good hour and a half.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah.
Before I fall asleep. And you know what? I take them the melatonin bullshit and all that. I won't take a Somanex, well, I guess I'm showing my age, but I won't take a sleep aid because the last time I took there's 2 things I can't take: a sleep aids and the NyQuil PM, because that shit knocked me out. I didn't wake up for like 15 hours. And I took a sleep aid, like a Somanex, whatever the hell you want to call it. And I woke up and I was like, ugh. It felt like I was back out drinking or just smoking fucking half a bag of weed. You know, I was like, ugh. And I'm like, oh no, can't take those anymore. You know. Jeff goes and he's asleep in a half hour. That's right. Vanessa unfortunately suffers from what do you call it? She don't sleep for days.
Well, that would suck.
Yeah, what do you call that? There's a name for it.
Insomniac or
Insomniac, yeah. At one point, does your body give out, though? You know, with working and all that, my body, without sleep, my body gave out. I think it was 30 hours as long as I ever stayed up.
Oh yeah.
You know. Really, Guns Girl. These people, she only sleeps 2 hours at a whack. That would piss me off too.
Oh.
You know, do you get a restful sleep, sleeping 2 hours in, and then waking up and then sleeping 2 more hours? And then, can you get a restful night's sleep doing that? I mean, what are you, hot tenting? That's what happens in a hot tent, because you got to wake up every couple hours and stoke that fire. Jish, I'm telling you, when I go doing that, I seen a guy. He said, he goes, "This is a lazy man's way of doing it," and he put his head. All right, so it's like stove's here and his cot is here, but his head's at this end, right? So, and he keeps like 5 or 6 pieces of wood next to his cot, and he does this. He doesn't even get up. No, he don't even get up.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's me right there in a nutshell.
Yeah. Don't do any more than you have to.
Yeah. But I mean, that cold, who the hell wants to get up? Because obviously them tents, as the tents ain't holding that heat like that, So I
Yeah.
mean, you get out of your sleeping bag, it's all over,
Yeah, it is.
Or whatever you have, your quote unquote sleep system or whatever.
Mhm.
What I still find awfully amazing is that a lot of these guys and girls I see doing the hot tenting, I don't see an ounce of condensation.
Well, that's good.
I don't know if it's the material of the tent they use. Now, there's people using, obviously, you've seen them. There's people using canvas tents. And all that. Is it is it because they is it because those tents breathe better, or is it I don't know, but I mean shit, we had the NH Trapper and I had it friggin' raining, for Christ's sake, in the shanty, the ice house shanty. We had the heater going, and then we hooked up the what do you call it, stove, and we're hooking up that beer chili.
Oh yeah.
Chip.
Not good.
But you need a fucking umbrella.
Was that good? The bear chili?
Oh, it's delicious.
Well, that's good.
It's delicious. He had it up. Whoever did his processing, the guy, when he did the Hamburg, the guy says, I usually season it and all that. If you don't mind, you should try it. But everybody else doesn't see the problem. But he says, I won't do anything you don't want me to. I said, no, go right ahead. And it's unbelievable. Yes, Jeff, beer chili. Not that beer chili, beer chili.
Right.
And it didn't, it's not, well, let me say it this way. I was told that depending upon where you shoot the bear and what he's been eating, or she has been eating, makes a lot, like any other animal, right? Makes a difference in the taste. Also, too, it's not, there wasn't that, when you're eating venison and you're eating game?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't tell that with the beer.
Okay.
The way this guy seasoned the meat, you cannot tell.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
GI, I don't know if you have a computer issue or what, but I just wanted to let you know that I did send you a link. She has Gunsgirl has the Browning 0 degree bag. I don't have a 0. Do I have a 0 degree bag? Mine is what? My son's is 5. I think mine's 20. All right, no problem. GI. I think mine's 20. But his is a mummy bag. In mine, I swear to God, you could put 2 small kids in it.
Wow.
But so I figured if I go inside the mummy bag, put the mummy bag inside mine, I'll be fine. I mean, plus I got the stove anyway, so.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Ohio must have been working late. Usually he's back here. She needs Vanessa, you got the lines for yours too. Gift says, that's not good, GI, but you don't need to see it to talk. Oh, I'll leave it a gear. Gear is the gear.
Yep.
the historian, as I like to call him. You ask him, I swear to God, he knows. It's just bang. You know, and if you stump him, he'll go look it up. But he'll go to one of your videos, one of your chats, or whatever, and he'll find it, and it's you know,
Yeah.
like he knows the date that Ohio and I started the quagmire, and I don't even know the fucking date that Ohio and I started the quagmire. You know,
Right.
I have no clue on that bullshit. Oh, my back is starting to fucking kill me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate to do this to you, Mikey, but I'm gonna have to leave.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I gotta jump. My back is absolutely fucking horrific.
Thank you for the invite.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
We'll do that again.
All right, I appreciate it. Everybody take care.
All right, I'll talk to you soon.
Alrighty.
All right, you guys, listen. As you guys know, I just said my back is starting to kill me. We'll be back. All right, that's good to know, Jeff. It's good to see you around. Sass Green, how the hell are you? Jesus, it's great to see you, my friend. Hey, Sask, if you think about it, shoot me an email, will you? Good to see you, my man. But again, I'd like to thank all you guys for coming in. I know that somebody's got lost over from coming over from Stevie's and all that. I'll check on Stevie tomorrow. But thanks a million. And I know, hey, Gia, tonight at least you get to spend a little bit more time than 30 seconds, right? But I know Vanessa wasn't in for a while, but oh, good night, Guns Girl. You too. You're welcome, P2E, and thank you. You know, thank you guys. You guys make it easy to do these chats. You know why? Because you guys are all cool people. So you make it easy to do them. It's a lot of fun. It just really is. So what we're gonna say, good night, Jay Watt. Great seeing you, my friend. We'll see us all next Friday. Oh shit! I meant to ask Shalisa if she's doing her chat tomorrow night. Did she do it last? Does anybody know if Shalisa did her chat last week? Last weekend, last Sunday night. Anybody? Good night, you. But great seeing you, my friend. And you can you Facebook me, or I mean, can you, what do you call it? So I'd like to get a hold of you for a minute, or at some point. It doesn't have to be tonight. FYI, buddy just got the world record non-typical mule deer the other day. He'll be in front cover of the Big Buck magazine. Well, do me a favor, send me a picture of him. Email me a picture of him there, my brother. Or do a video on him. It's great to see you, Sask. Good night, Pex. Thanks a million for coming in. Good night, P2E. Does anybody know whether Shalisa did her chat last week? Because if she didn't, that means her chat's this week. So if you guys can go over and check out Shalisa's chat tomorrow night, that'd be great. All right. I imagine that it is Sass. That's congratulations, my friend. That's awesome, brother. That's awesome. All right, you guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Don't worry, even if I leave the chat should stay for a while. So she said she was doing one. All right, thanks, you. But you guys, she is doing one tomorrow night, Shalisa. So go over to Shalisa's channel. I think she does like 6 o'clock, 6:30 ish. So go to Shalisa's channel around that, and that's Eastern. I think that's Eastern time. You guys know who Shalisa is. Just go check her out. All right. Sask, I will, brother. All right, you guys. Thanks once again. Thanks a million. And we'll see us all. We'll see us all next week on the Quagmire. Peace.